Hello and welcome to RevSportz. So, Gujarat Titans' win over Rajasthan Royals, which was by 77 runs, have flipped the points table completely. Now, Rajasthan Royals, who started this IPL season brilliantly, they now find themselves out of top four at the number fifth position, whereas Gujarat Titans have jumped from fifth to the second position and are now equal on points with Sunrisers Hyderabad, and along with them the likes of Punjab Kings and RCB are still managing to be in the top four, but we don't know what the future holds for these teams as well because of late, the lower ranked teams in this IPL points table have started to secure wins against the bigger teams, the informed teams, as we say, and the IPL points table is completely wide open from Delhi Capitals to Kolkata Knight Riders to Chennai Super Kings to Rajasthan Royals. Everyone is still in contention for the top four, and that is what makes IPL such an exciting tournament, at least in the fag end of the league stage. I'm joined by Bharat Ramaraj to discuss what the future holds for all these IPL teams, the top six, top seven teams, and of course, we'll discuss about the points table and how it has flipped. Bharat, I think a week before we all were discussing that this top four is sealed. Rajasthan, RCB, Sunrisers, and Punjab, they will probably be the team which will go through in the playoffs. But suddenly the script has completely flipped, and you are seeing the likes of Gujarat Titans coming in the second position. Chennai Super Kings have also turned things around. They are still in this race through the playoff. Kolkata Knight Riders, 4 matches on the trot. Rajasthan Royals losing 5 out of their last 7 matches. Punjab Kings, 3 defeats on that bounce. Every bigger team, like the top half teams, are losing matches, and the bottom half teams are coming back into this playoff race. What do you have to say about this?
Yeah, over a long tournament, sometimes you see that a team that has that winning momentum tends to lose games, and those teams that tend to kind of struggle with regard to their combinations suddenly find the right kind of combination and that start to win matches. I think that's what is happening here. Kolkata Knight Riders suddenly seem to have found the right combination. Chennai Super Kings, some of their key players are doing well. Even Gaikwad has come back to some kind of form, so I think that is what is helping Chennai Super Kings. So some of these teams, lesser known teams or teams that were somewhere at the bottom rung of the table, they have started to do well. And a couple of teams like Rajasthan Royals, maybe with Rajasthan Royals, what I feel is that they tend to depend on a few players. For example, in their last game against Gujarat Titans, someone like Jofra Archer struggled, and then suddenly that bowling attack looked quite toothless. And even
Hmm.
with their batting lineup, as soon as the top three or top two, Suryamshi and Jaiswal got out, they don't seem to have that kind of firepower down the order. Yes, I understand Ferreira has scored some runs here or there, but still, as soon as they lose their top two, they don't
Yeah.
seem to be that good. And with regard to Punjab Kings, I think they have some problems with that bowling attack. And RCB too have a couple of batters not in good form. Jacob Bethel, though he looks
Yeah.
in decent touch, but is finding the fielders to perfection. And someone
Yes.
like Jitesh Sharma has been going through a bad patch, and in
Yes.
good conditions for pace bowling, Hazelwood struggled in a couple of matches. So that is why I think we are seeing all these changes. Anyway, I will count. Anyway, I will just share another question. I will
Mhm.
ask you a question as well with regard to what is really helping Gujarat Titans to do well in the second half of the season. Is it because of the kind of conditions that they have prepared in Ahmedabad, where they seem to leave some grass, or they just seem to have found the right kind of template, even with regard to the middle order and with Jason Holder also coming in the equation?
I think, see, of course, they are using their home conditions to the best of their abilities. The curators are helping them in regard to picking and choosing the kind of pitch they want in those home games. But I think Sai Sudarshan has been brilliant. Shubman Gill, the leader, I don't think we have talked enough about Shubman Gill, the leader, this time around. The way he has been using Kagiso Rabada, Siraj in the power play, giving them the maximum overs in the power play, allowing them to bowl their best with the new ball. Rashid Khan has been on and off, but Shubman has stuck with him, has given him those hard overs during the middle overs, and you can see even in the last game he returned as the player of the match. But I think Washington Sundar's role, how he has emerged as their number four, scoring those tough runs outside power play, that has also helped Gujarat Titans a lot. And I think one change which they made in between the tournament, dropping Glenn Phillips and bringing in Jason Holder, I think that has provided them with a great balance with the ball. Jason Holder is picking wickets. He has been economical with the bat. We all know that he can use the long handle when need be. So I think their middle order, I still feel that is non-existent. But Washington Sundar chipping in with crucial runs, Jason Holder's experience, I think that has also helped Gujarat Titans, who were looking nervy after. In the first half of the tournament, after they lost Shubman or Sai's wicket, in the during the power play, they looked a bit nervy, but now they have that sense of assurance that we have players in our ranks, and of course, their bowling is their main strength, and the way they have been bowling, I think it has been nothing short of brilliant. But Bharat, let's move to the top of the table team. That is Sunrisers Hyderabad. They made the tough call of dropping the experienced pacer Jaydev Unadkat, Harshal Patel in the first half of the tournament. Trusted the youngsters. Credit to Varun Aaron there. But their next set of games, again, the next game will be the top of the table clash. They take on Gujarat Titans in Ahmedabad. After that, Chennai Super Kings in Chennai and Royal Challengers Bengaluru in Hyderabad. So three tough games coming in way of SRH. Do you see them holding on to that top two spot?
Yeah, especially that game at the Narendra Modi Stadium is going to be very interesting
Yeah.
because Sunrisers Hyderabad, even if they bat first, even if they are inserted into batting, even if if you consider that they like to have that gung ho approach right from the
Hmm.
start. So it would be interesting to see if the curator again leaves grass, how they would approach while batting against the likes of Siraj and Kagiso Rabada, because we have seen over a couple of matches that Gujarat Titans reduced Royal Challengers Bangalore to about 70 for 5. In the other game,
Yes.
they reduced Punjab Kings to 47 for 5. So that is their plan, to insert the opposition, reduce them to 50 for 4 or 50 for 5. So that is going to be a very interesting match, I believe. But Sunrisers
Hmm.
Hyderabad, they just need one more win. Most
Yes.
likely, they need one more win to qualify.
Even
And
Gujarat need one more win.
yeah, that's that I'll come to that. But the way they're playing, you expect them to at least win one out of those three matches. See, I think the difference has been, as you noted, they ushered in changes with regard to their pace bowling unit. I think that has
Mhm.
been the key difference because Saqib Hussain has bowled really well in some of the matches. Obviously, Pat Cummins has
Yeah.
come back in the equation.
Ishan Malinga has been
Yes,
really good.
Malinga, obviously with his contrast swing, gets a little bit of sea movement up front. Yes, that very good off cutter. So I think the
Hmm.
biggest change has been their pace attack. So I'm really looking forward to that particular match between SRH and Gujarat Titans. Even if Gujarat Titans, for example, lose the toss and SRH make them bat first, they also have a pretty good pace attack to
Yes.
leave Gujarat Titans somewhere at 40 for 3 or 50 for 3. Then their middle order definitely has to shore up the batting lineup. But I still expect Gujarat Titans and SRS to qualify from here on.
Okay, so for Gujarat Titans, their next set of games, of course, we talked about the game against Sunrisers Hyderabad. But after that, they go to Kolkata to take on and inform and completely reform team in Kolkata Knight Riders. And after that, their last home game, their last league game will be against Chennai Super Kings, which I feel could be the make or break game in regards to the top four qualification, because Chennai are also coming hard. GT, we talked about SRH's game, but GT with this set of games, you are saying you are expecting them to finish in the playoff zone,
Yeah, we
if not
expect
top
them to
two.
at least win one. I think they're playing two games at Narendra Modi
Hmm.
Stadium,
Yes.
if I'm not mistaken. So at least one out of those two they're going to win. I think I'm betting on them winning because of the kind of conditions that you see that you see at the Narendra Modi Stadium. The ball nipping around. There's a little bit of bounce as well. Their pace ballers definitely like it, and even their batting kind of likes it because what happens is
Hmm.
if the pace bowlers can restrict the opposition to about 150, 160, and then their batters have that set template. The top order can get 100 in about 13, 14 overs, and then obviously the middle order can somehow steer them home. I think that kind of templates will help them, I think, to qualify for the playoffs. But I'll just I'll just ask you one more question. That is about
Hmm.
Kolkata Knight Riders. You have to talk about them. Yes, they might not qualify from here on. They may still not qualify, but they have won four in a row. So what has really changed?
I don't know. I don't have the answer to that, but I think Sunil Narayan getting some support in that bowling department has really helped them. In the last four games, if you have noticed one pattern, all the pitches have gripped a bit, and that is where the likes of Varun Chakravarti have also come into play. Anukul Roy has gone under the radar, but he has also been bowling really well. Plus, you are getting wickets from Karthik Tyagi, who has I think 12 wickets in this season. Vaibhav Arora has touched double digits. So suddenly this bowling unit is giving them those returns. Plus, of course, the batting department. Rinku Singh, I think he won them a couple of matches of those four games. So that has also helped KKR a lot. But I really don't know. I think those grippy pitches have helped KKR a bit. But I don't know. Their next game is against RCB in Raipur. We don't know the conditions there. Generally in Raipur, whatever I have watched in Legends League, it is a pretty flat deck. But Legends League and IPL is completely different ball game. So and Raipur is a neutral host, so they would want to produce those flat decks. It's going to be fresh wickets for them now, hosting three matches at the fag end of the tournament. So I'm expecting plenty of runs, and in case Kolkata don't get those turners, I won't say turners, but slightly tacky wickets, which is helping Sunil Narayan, which is helping Varun Chakravarti and Anukul Roy. I think they will struggle again. Their batting is still, Cameron Green hot and cold, Ajinkya Rahane hot and cold, Finn Allen one century, okay, yes, but he has also been giving those starts but not converting big. You don't know which Rinku Singh turns up, which Rovman Powell turns up on that day. So their batting is still, I would feel, a tad untested or underperforming in this tournament. But let's see. We have seen crazier things happen in this tournament. So and KKR, they will be looking back at the highlights of that 2021 season where they stitched 7 wins in a row. I don't know whether that will be possible or not, but they are going to play some tough matches.
Looks at
But
I'll say
let's
again, this
yeah.
is small line. This is small line. In Raipur,
Mhm.
generally what I've seen is the dew will be coming into the equation between somewhere between November to
Mhm.
February or March. Even if you look at geography, that's what they tell as well. Even if you look at geography, it feels that way. The dew will be between November to about February or March. So the dew might not play spoils much of a spoil sport this time around.
And for Kolkata, they play their last three matches at home in Eden Gardens. I don't want to spoil it, but it has been raining, incessantly in Kolkata. So you never know which match day rain gods turn up and spoil the party for Kolkata Knight Riders. Yes, they are banking on that 1 point which they got from their Punjab Kings game, and that is why they are still in that race to the playoff. But you never know. In the last three matches, evening time, Kolkata, it can rain anytime. So let's keep our fingers crossed. I think KKR fans will keep their fingers crossed and hope that this form continues and rain gods stay away when they turn up in Kolkata. But before that, they will have to win their game against RCB. But Bharat, let's move to another team which has had a very really interesting IPL. First 7 matches they were unbeaten, 6 wins, one no result. But suddenly after 10 matches, they find themselves out of the top two. They are
Right.
suddenly fighting for a place in the top two. Yes, I feel they will qualify, but their top two aspirations have taken a major hit. I'm talking about Punjab Kings,
Yeah.
who today, this evening, will play Delhi Capitals. After that, they will play, and now all their matches are in Dharamshala, so it's again a neutralish venue for them. Punjab Kings tonight, the Delhi Capitals. After that, they host Mumbai Indians. After that, they host Royal Challengers Bengaluru, all in Dharamshala, followed by a game in Lucknow against Lucknow Super Giants, a team which we still don't know what is happening with them. Sometimes they turn up as an unbeatable team. Sometimes it feels like they are playing gully cricket. So Punjab Kings, you feel they will qualify?
More than those venues, I will just look at that bowling attack. If something is
Hmm.
going wrong with them, I think it's that bowling attack. Even before the start of the season, I thought that their bowlers might let them down a little bit, but their
Hmm.
batting line was so good. They ended up chasing down massive targets, monstrous targets in a few of those games. But I think somewhere Finally, their bowling unit is letting them down, especially their pace bowlers. If you look at someone like Marco Jansen, I don't think he's the bowler that you was in the T20 World Cup. He's bowling those floaty stuff. I don't think that really suits him. He's just putting the ball out there. Someone like Xavier
Punjab are
Bartlett,
playing tomorrow. My bad. Punjab are playing tomorrow. Yes, yes, Bharat, please.
I think, is lost a little bit of nip. When I first watched him in the Big Bash League, he was bowling
Hmm,
at about 140 kilometers per hour, getting that little bit of nip off the surface. I don't think he's the same bowler anymore. Lockie Ferguson
hmm,
might give them a little bit of stability in the middle overs as an enforcer. But still,
hmm,
I think they have problems in their pace attack. Vaishak is kind of a honest trier, but they don't have that X factor, especially with Marco Jansen not firing
hmm,
on all cylinders. And even if you look at someone like poor Yuzvendra Chahal, I think he's got 8 wickets, but
hmm,
8 catches have been dropped off his bowling or on this line. So even with their main spinner, it's not really going well for them. So considering all that, I think PBKs might still qualify because of all those wins early on in the season, but I think they're
hmm.
slipping up because of this particular point. Their bowling attack, especially their pace attack, doesn't look good enough. But just I will just
Plus,
ask one
plus,
more
their
question.
Priyansh Arya and Prabhsimran have also failed to score runs in the
Yes,
last couple
the
of
bowlers
games.
are also bowling better to them, especially the
Yes,
pace bowlers. Some of these
yes.
quality bowlers like Jofra Archer, I saw in
Shreyas
another
in the
game.
last three games have not scored
They
runs.
are another pace bowler. So couple of them have been bowling much better to them. Yes, I will ask you one more question. That is about our great Royal Challengers Bangalore. Yes, they have already played their matches here at Chinnaswamy. So I
Yeah.
thought that maybe I will cover one more game, maybe in the
Hmm.
final, but that's not happening. But what do you think
Uh,
about them? Because they played a couple of games in Lucknow and Ahmedabad, where the ball simmed around a little bit, nipped around a little bit. They didn't win those 2 games. Now they're playing a lot of away games. Even Raipur,
hmm.
basically, it is away from home for them because it's not Chinnaswamy. So, how do you look at Royal Challengers Bangalore from here on?
I feel their batting has let them down in the last few matches. They are missing Phil Salt big time. Let's be honest about it. Jacob Bethel is a fantastic prospect, but IPL is a different beast altogether. You just can't walk into any team unless you are a Vaibhav Suryavanshi kind of a freak. You just can't walk into any team and hope that you will continue what Phil Salt was doing for them. Yes, Phil Salt did not have the best of IPL this season, but that experience, that presence on the crease along with Virat Kohli. I think that was helping RCB a lot. Yes, Devdutt Padikkal has been in tremendous form this season, but again in the last couple of matches we have seen him not converting those starts big time around. Rajat Patidar. He has been scoring runs, but he alone cannot do when you win RCB matches. Plus, their lower middle order, Jitesh not performing. We still don't know what role Romario Shepherd has in that team. Whenever he walks out to bat, it feels like he's lagging behind. Uh, whatever the top of the order batter has done for them, so their lower middle order is something which is a bit right now not very sure. I'm not very sure about their form. Their bowling wise, I think they have been a standout team. Yes, they have conceded 200 runs, but who has not? But Bhuvneshwar Kumar economy rate of around 8 in this IPL. He has been picking wickets in the race for that purple cap. Josh Hazelwood has been brilliant. Krunal Pandya, very underrated season. People are not talking about him, but to keep an economy rate of around 8 while picking wickets in double digits, I think he has had a very good IPL season. Bowling wise, they are doing well, but batting wise, I feel their middle order after Rajat Patidar, I think that is where the real concern lies for RCB. But Bharat, they now play, of course, Mumbai Indians tonight, this evening game. Then they host Kolkata Knight Riders in Raipur, followed by a game against Punjab Kings in Dharamshala, and followed by a game in Hyderabad against Sunrisers Hyderabad. That is a tough run of 4 matches for them.
Not just that, again, they're playing away from home, all those matches, even Raipur. So they have to travel from Raipur somewhere to Dharamshala, somewhere to south of India. So basically, they're traveling everywhere. I think that could also uh, kind of come in the equation because you're playing so many games away from home. Somewhere, I think it will affect them mentally, especially if they lose a game or two. Yes, Royal Challengers Bangalore, you still expect them to qualify, maybe win a couple of games from here on. But another point I just want to add about Royal Challengers Bangalore, that is about Joe Hazelwood. It seems like it might be a
Yes.
coincidence, I agree, but when he's bowling well, they seem to win games. When he's not bowling well, they lose, especially in the last two matches. The opposition teams attacked
Hmm.
Hazelwood right from the start, and he went for something like 105 runs, took one wicket or 8 overs in helpful conditions. So I think that is another key factor to look at when Hazelwood is not performing
Hmm.
well. As even in last year's IPL, it seems to really affect them.
Hmm.
Yes, Bhuvneshwar Kumar from the other end is bowling well for them, very well for them, but
Hmm.
I think he needs his partner in crime to come good in the next couple of games. Then I think it will help RCB. Obviously, they will still be hoping for Bill Saul to return back to India.
Yes.
Last I heard, they were hoping that he would return by the time of playoffs, if in case Royal Challengers Bangalore.
That's the big question right now. So let's move to the last team of our discussion, Rajasthan Royals, who have slipped up quite a bit in the last 7 matches. They have lost five, if I'm not wrong, out of the last 7 games, and that has forced them. That the other teams have pulled them down from that top four zone. Now they will take on Delhi Capitals, then followed by Lucknow Super Giants, and then followed by Mumbai Indians. Relatively, if you go by the points table, these are easier set of games. But with other teams also showing a bit of fight back, things can be a bit nervy for Rajasthan Royals. We could have a photo finish there for RR.
Yeah, Rajasthan Royals, I think they tend to depend on a few players, the form of few players. I think that is
Hmm.
what is mainly going against them. Yes, they have a set of tough matches to come up, but I think the main factor to look at is they tend to depend on a few players. For example, in the game against Gujarat Titans, Joe Archer bowled a lot of wides, bowled a few no balls. Maybe his friend Tom was collapsing a bit, whatever it is. Suddenly, their bowling attack looked pretty modest. And batting
Hmm.
lineup as well, if you look at the batting lineup, if Vaibhav Suryamshi doesn't score about 70, 80 runs, or Jaiswal doesn't score about
Hmm.
60, 70 runs, and the top order doesn't put up 100 runs on the board, for example, in 8, 10 overs, I don't think they're the same team. So I think that is what is really affecting a team like Rajasthan Royals, because they tend to depend on a few players, and someone like Nandri Barger took a few wickets up front in the first few games. After that, he's been giving a lot of runs, leaking a lot of runs. So I think that is what is going against Rajasthan Royals, because they tend to depend on a few players in a league like IPL, where almost every team seems like they can compete with each other. Then a team like Rajasthan Royals might slip up when they depend on individual brilliance. So I
Pretty
feel they might
interesting.
just miss out. Might miss out.
Pretty interesting. I think as we started the show with that, you cannot predict which four teams are going through in this playoff race, and that's what makes IPL one of the most exciting cricket tournaments in the world, one of the most watched tournaments in the world. And right now, with every match, after every game, people would be tuning into different websites, IPL websites, different websites, and checking on to the points table and how is it shaping up right now. So anything can happen. I would say these were the major teams who are still in contention. Yes, Chennai Super Kings and others are also in contention, but still, because they are playing right now, we have not counted Chennai Super Kings. But do let us know your thoughts also, which four teams you think will ultimately qualify in that top four zone. Thank you, Bharat, for joining in. And it was a lovely discussion, fun discussion, and we'll continue this points table with each match keeps on becoming very interesting. So stay tuned to RevSportz. Drop your comments down below.
I will also
Hit the
add
subscribe
something.
button.
Uh, Thank you for taking my questions. Layman's questions.
Absolutely, it was a fun chat, and we'll keep doing this. And again, subscribe to RevSportz for all things cricket and from news from other sports as well. Thank you so much.